Welcome to the show. It's your boy Chico Grande, aka Chico 2 times. And guess what? It's time for TFTC Sports, baby. I'm with my co-host.
You already know what it is, man. It's your boy Jesse J, Philip Supreme 305. You know we gotta put a little spice on it. You know we gotta give you the sports. You know it's playoff time. You know the Lakers in it. We going all the way, baby. Wine. Look at them sorry Warriors.
Oh no, why you gotta diss Curry like that?
Listen,
you know
man.
Clay's still holding up 4 somewhere. He's trying to do the Kobe. I got 4.
Yeah, 4 more days till they sitting home going fishing, along with the Thunder. But it's alright.
Thunder been fishing.
Hey man, but you already know what it is, man. This episode 2 is our second sports episode. You know we gonna keep it
this
coming.
is the week of April 18th, 2023. We're live reacting. We just saw the Kings smack Curry. We just saw Joel Embiid smack Brooklyn.
We just seen Draymond Green lay that Austin 316 smackdown on the. It's just so much, man. Just stay tuned, man. Stay tuned. We about to start the show, but guess what, man? We got to start it off just like this, man. Starting off with my co-host's favorite team, the Dallas Mavericks, man. It looks like the Dallas Mavericks are being fined $750K for sitting down their star players. How you feel about that?
I think they kind of deserve it because they've been dumb. Mark Cuban's been dumb, and so no, it happens with dumbness. You find it. No, I mean, a lot of teams tanked. I mean, the Spurs got rid of all their best players the past couple of years to tank to get picks because they knew they weren't going to do anything. They got rid of, DeJounte Murray.
Yeah.
And is it Derek White for Boston? Yeah, and they were both really good players. I'm surprised they haven't got rid of, Johnson?
Who? For who?
The undersized power forward for the Spurs?
Yeah, I'm surprised. Yeah, not him yet.
Yeah, and, the Mavs, they basically had a chance still to make the play-in. They decided to rest their players, and they kind of announced it by saying that they were sitting half of their team.
Yeah, they do.
And they didn't even say for injuries. That all of them was like for rest. They didn't even try to hide it.
What's the point of playing against when the refs gonna screw you, the NBA gonna screw you, everybody out here screwing the Mavs? Y'all just taking a turn.
Yeah,
it's like Pulp Fiction.
No, no, it's not. But it's a little self-inflicted because they actually wanted to tank. Because from the Porzingis trade from a few years back, if they are actually this pick would go to the Knicks, but since it's a top 10 protected pick, so if they tanked, they knew this would be a top 10 pick at least. So that means they would retain the pick. So going into the summer, they're going to have cap room. They say they're going to try to pursue re-signing Kyrie, and then they're going to have a top 10 pick, which they could, who knows, they could get lucky and get the number 1 and get the, Wembanyama.
Man, nobody want Wembanyama. Haven't y'all learned
He's the new Porzingis.
Listen, exactly. You remember we had Porzingis last time. How many games he played for y'all?
That was
5.
Rick Carlisle's fault.
Listen, yeah, man.
He wouldn't play him right.
Porzingis is injury prone. These tall people,
He's
lanky.
the same thing as Anthony Davis.
Injury prone. Just like, remember the number
Zion.
not the number 1 draft pick
Greg
for
Oden.
OKC, the one that LeBron injured during the summer. He stepped on his foot.
Chet Holmgren.
Exactly.
Or Holgerman.
Exactly.
Hodgman.
These tall, lanky players they be going for. Yeah, they be looking all nice, but they fragile. And this is exactly what y'all.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
This is exact, but I mean, I'm kind of surprised that they got fined $750K. But you always see the Clippers, they sitting Kawhi Leonard and Paul George every day.
And they just say it's because they have no knees.
That makes no sense. But I mean, I actually think that this is just karma for the Mavs. Ever since Luka did the money sign to the refs.
They didn't give him no calls for the rest of the season.
Exactly, no calls ever since the rest of the season. And then I think you told me what Mark Cuban's gonna pay the fine, and then he's gonna pay.
He's gonna double it. So he's gonna pay the fine, and then he's gonna donate $750K to an organization, a charity.
5 more years. 5 more years. And
they're saying if they don't get it right this year, they're saying Luka's gone. Luka's giving him 1 more year.
He's going back overseas.
No. He's going to go to the Lakers with LeBron.
Nah, he's going to New York.
He's going to go play with the Lakers with LeBron and Bronny. He could go to New York and go play with Jalen Brunson.
You think is he built for New York? The New York crowd?
Yeah, because the East is way easier. I mean, Jason Tatum is his son, so he knows he could definitely whoop him. And then they're not worried about Joel. He's also cut from the same cloth as Anthony Davis and Zion.
But do you really think that Kyrie Irving is gonna stay? Because some people are
I
saying
don't
that
want him to stay, honestly.
you
I
don't
would
want him to
want
stay in
them
the
to put
Mavs.
that money somewhere else. I mean, I don't need another guy that's a ball handler. I mean, you do need another guy that can handle the ball like a
Yeah.
Jalen Brunson, but also knows when to defer. Jalen Brunson knew how to run the offense, and he knew if Luka was hot, he was going to help set him up and get him the ball. But Kyrie, I mean, I don't know. I just think it's two superstars that don't fit. It's like, really, why would you have two point guards? I mean, because Luka technically plays point, and Kyrie is a point.
I mean, basically what they're gonna have to do is do the same thing that the LeBron James and Kyrie Cavs did when they won the championship against the Warriors. Just just have them two just dominate the ball and
Just take turns.
just have just a whole bunch of.
I mean, they can do it if they get some defenders. What really hurt them is getting rid of Finley Smith from, who's now in Brooklyn, Dorian Finley Smith, because he could guard literally 1 through 4. He guarded the other team's best player, and then you notice when he was gone, teams were just going off because they had nobody to guard him. None of the other guys were up for the challenge. Reggie Bullock looked like he got a step slower, so it's just sad news. But I could speak about Dallas all day. Let's talk about some other tragedies going on.
Wait,
We're
hold on,
talking.
but I need y'all to comment below. Tell me how y'all feel about this situation. Do the NBA have it out for the Dallas Mavericks, or it's just Mark Cuban because he's just a rich snob? We need to know, and also let me know if you think Kyrie Irving gonna be on the Mavs next year. I don't think he is.
I hope he goes back to the flat earth he came from.
Oh, horrible.
No, but let's go ahead and move on to someone else that's living in delusional land. We got Zion Williamson. People are asking, a lot of the talking heads are talking about on the sports channels and shows, should Zion Williamson be traded? They said they paid him
Yes.
$44 million, and he's only played 63% of the games.
Yeah, I heard like Shannon Sharp was saying Zion out of the past 4 years, Zion's only played like 115 games, and it's 82 games every season.
Yeah.
So he's barely playing. He's like playing like 30 games, like almost like 30 games a season. He's just a waste of money, and it goes to show you this is what y'all get for putting so much pressure on this little boy. And now you're over here saying, "Oh, it's mental problems. I don't know what's going on."
No, he just needs to hit the treadmill. That's what needs to go on. He needs to stop hanging out with academics at McDonald's and go get on the treadmill and work it off. But we got some other commentators. We're going to play a clip above us and see what they had to say.
What's going on with the situation with Zion and the Pelicans?
Not a
Boom,
game,
look at that.
pre-game. We're talking about pre-game
I love that.
here. That's pretty surprising. So I'm going to take you back 12 months. Zion kind of played some games last year when he wasn't cleared to return from that foot injury. Started posting stuff on Instagram of him dunking, sort of tantalizing fans. Then he does this. Like, from what I understand, he hadn't done this before a game in several weeks.
Yeah, why would you
And
do
so
that
choosing
before
to
a
do
nationally
this
televised
with
game?
national television cameras recording it, just an odd decision. But from what I am told, Zion was not even close to ever playing. He had not done anything meaningful in practice. He hadn't been cleared to do any sort of, forget about 5-on-5. He hadn't been cleared to do 1-on-1 yet. So he was nowhere close to playing. He comes
I don't
out
know,
with
is he
those
just
quotes
trying to
2
tease
days ago
people?
where he says he's actually can't
Look
play,
at these
but
hops.
mentally
Ike
can't
still
play.
got it.
That's a little bit complicated to say.
Nah,
He let his team down, man. He could have helped him get out the play-in.
he's smart, man. He never wanted to be in New Orleans, and he finna find a way out. Just
Where
like
would he go? With LeBron and the Lakers?
he go
With
anywhere.
Luka and LeBron?
He can go.
Zion?
He can go anywhere else. That's why he was doing this little warm up out of nowhere. Like he said, he hasn't done this in the past however long, and I don't know. He just wanted to do it just to show everybody like I still got it. It's this team holding me back, and if you put me on your team, I'm gonna give you 1,010%. But that's all.
I mean,
lies.
I don't know. I mean, I think New Orleans got a really good team with C.J. McCollum and Brandon Ingram, and they got some other Valanciunas is on that team, right?
I mean, they made
They
it
got
to,
a decent roster, man.
They
But
made
they can't. If they would have had Zion, I think they would have been a real deal playoff team. They would have maybe even been out of the play-in, but it ain't gonna get no better without your best player on the court.
I mean, yeah, but they made it this far and made it to the play-in without Zion. So I mean, if you trade Zion for like at least a pick or something like that, or just another, let's see,
If I'm trading Zion, I want like a solid player and a first-round pick. Like
Tobias Harris from the Sixers.
No, I
What?
would literally take anything. I would take a garbage can
So
over
y'all
Tobias Harris. It's trash.
So y'all come trash?
Hmm?
What's that? What's his name? from the Raptors, the power forward,
Siakam,
Siakam.
he's better than Tobias
You
for
take
sure. Facts.
So you trade. So who you think the Zion? And I need y'all to comment down below also if they do trade
Ooh,
Zion.
what did they did that? Because they
where
said that Zion or the Raptors are looking to get rid of Siakam and OG Anunoby, so maybe they could trade him for like Siakam and a first round pick. That might be worth
They
it.
need to get Fred Van Vliet,
Little baby Drake.
little baby Drake. I mean, that'd be good because I feel like New Orleans doesn't really have a true point guard. I mean, you have C.J. McCollum just doing all the dirty
Point
work.
guard duties.
Yeah, used to have Daniel Graham, but you traded him off to the
Devontae
Spurs.
Graham? Yeah.
Devontae Graham, you traded him off to the Spurs. So, I mean, we're gonna keep y'all posted the whole Zion situation. I mean, everybody's talking about his weight. It's his weight that's the real problem. I mean, he can't lose weight. I don't know how you can't lose weight and you just like
That's your job to be an athlete.
it's
If someone's paying me, 10, 15, 20 million dollars a year, I'm gonna get on that treadmill. Because then I want
Exactly.
another 20, 30, 40, 50, $100 million contract.
And if everybody's saying that, oh, you're supposed to be like the next LeBron, why you ain't treating your body like LeBron? You hear that's one thing you always hear. Oh, the reason why LeBron James is still here is because he spends millions and millions of dollars on like
Training.
nutrition and training and his body. And this is something clearly.
Do you think that he's had a better career than his Duke counterpart, RJ Barrett? Or do you think RJ Barrett's had a better career so far?
Let's see here. Right now, Zion's up there with it's like Zion, Tim Tebow, both buses.
They're both busts. RJ's decent. He's not a star or anything yet.
Nah.
But his team's in the playoffs and he starts.
I give him that. I mean, RJ Barrett is all right. I mean, I give him that, but
Still not as good as Zion.
no, I mean that. No, I said Tim Tebow.
Why are we talking about Tim Tebow?
That's how much of a failure Zion is to me.
Oh my God.
He's worse than Tim Tebow. But Tim Tebow beat the Pittsburgh Steelers, so that's always a win in my book. He's a
That
legend.
was a fluke. Flukes happen all the time. But then they get fixed with reality. Because what happened with Tim Tebow? He turned into Lamar Jackson.
The disrespect, man. Hey, man, comment below. My bad. Comment below how y'all feel about the Zion situation. Do y'all think he can shed the weight, or it's just a lost cause and he just needs to, the Pelicans just need to move on away from this and just count the loss?
I say give him one more year.
They've been doing this.
No. But I mean, just for the generational talent that he looked like he was, this is a person that really liked him. I would give him, if I was the owner of the team, I'll give him one last year. And if he's on any type of BS, you're gone. You're gone mid-season. That's what I'm saying. Like, literally, you give him half a season, not even a full year. Half a season.
And get him out of there?
And then if he ain't acting right, if he ain't doing what he's supposed to do to be a professional athlete, get him the F out of town. Well, speaking of playoffs, we got to get into the playoff action. We're going to jump into the first matchup from April 17th. Let's go ahead and jump into this. We had the Brooklyn, I keep on wanting to say New Jersey, but Brooklyn Nets versus the Philly 76ers. Brooklyn got smoked. I guess their Ooters didn't show up.
Oh man! See, I mean, at all the playoff games that's going on right now, all these other games is like I'm feeling like they can win one game, they can win two games, but nah, this Brooklyn game, this Nets Sixers game, they finna get swept.
I actually thought this Nets team was going to be decent with like their million platoon of role players after they got rid of Durant and Kyrie, but they literally went up against their worst matchup that they could get by drawing Philly because they don't have anyone on their entire roster to guard Embiid. They have Claxton, who's severely undersized and gets abused, and then they have like nobody coming off the bench. So it's just a bunch of mini-me's trying to stop him, and they're giving Maxey, James Harden, and J. Cole lookalike. What's his name?
J. Cole lookalike. Who we talking about?
The power forward for Philly, Tobias Harris.
Tobias
Harris, wide open shots, and they're just knocking them out.
Having them looking like the Golden State Warriors. It's crazy.
Chuck was saying that his strategy would just to be play
with double team.
No, play Joel 1-on-1 And just, if Joel scores 50, he scores 50, but you're not letting any of the other guys get involved or get any wide open shots. And then when you're on offense, you put Joel Embiid in a million pick and rolls. So even if he's taking a bunch of shots, he's going to be super tired. So maybe he's not making as much of them.
Yeah, because he is out of shape. He's always out. For some
He
shit,
always gets tired quick.
I don't know what's up
It's
with
all
this.
centers. If you play 2K,
Uh-huh.
who gets fastest, tired the fastest? The center every time.
True that.
They're giant people. They can't. It's hard to move all that mass.
And this is, and this is real sad for the Brooklyn Nets. They really awakening James Harden. They having James Harden looking like
Old James,
Old
Houston
James.
James. But I literally, if the Nets would have played anyone else, I bet it would have been like a toss-up series. Like if they even went again up against like Boston, that doesn't really have like Al Horford's not like he's like backing down
big
anyone.
person, yeah.
They would have a bunch of guards that they could have on Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum and be perfectly fine, and they could switch everything and have Finley Smith and all the Mikal Bridges and all them playing great defense. But all those great wing defenders ain't nothing for Joel, who's 7'1" and like 300 pounds.
True. So what I'm gonna need y'all guys to do is comment below. Let us know how y'all feel about this series. Is the Brooklyn Nets gonna win the game? Do y'all also feel like what does the Brooklyn Nets need? Do they need one more superstar to go along with these role players, or they just need to like just reset everything?
I don't
even
think
more?
the role player army is gonna work. I think they need a star, maybe even if it's like a guy that's a little bit above the rest. And I think
the Bridges dude.
I mean, I guess he has to take another step forward, but I think they need a real center
He's like
because they got all the other bases covered. They got guards, they got forwards, they got power forwards. They just need a big man.
He's like
They need a man.
They need him on. Man, but I mean, once again, comment below. Let us know how you feel about this series. Is it even worth watching? Is it the one series that
No,
y'all
this
even...
is the one series that I would say if you're having it on your TV, you could have some music playing on too. And you can, maybe be on your phone a little bit because this is going to be a bunch of Joel just schooling a bunch of smaller children. You wonder how Wilt scored all those points.
Exactly.
Did the same thing. But we're going to move on to the epic, problematic game of the evening. We had the Golden State Warriors versus the Sacramento Kings in a dogfight, literal dogfight. They were laying them down. They were giving some judo kicks. And let me move out of the screen here.
Left hook.
We could see they interviewed Sabonis, and you could see Curry and Clay were not happy. And you know what? Curry, Clay, and Steve Kerr have never been down 2-0 in a series since they've been in the playoffs together.
Yeah.
So they are in uncharted waters.
They said like the last time this ever happened was back in 06, 07 time frame. Somewhere.
And that was before all them.
And that was before all them. But I mean, yeah, this series right here is surprising me. I mean,
That was like the Baron Davis Warriors with Jason Richardson and Monte Ellis and those guys.
Oh, and Al Harrington?
Al Harrington and
Steven Jackson?
Steven Jackson and Michael Petrus and Matt Barnes.
I remember that.
That was a nice team. But yeah, we can check out the score here and see what's going on. But the talk of the hour, the action of the hour that everyone's going to be talking about, there's going to see a million clips of. We got your boy Draymond getting dirty. We can say that Draymond got his foot grabbed by Sabonis and he wasn't having it, and he hit him with the A-Town stomp. And we got live footage of what it looked like. He said, no, Sabonis. He said, no mercy. Stone Cold said so.
So
Disrespect.
So if you didn't know, I think around the end of the third quarter, fourth quarter time, no, it's like
It was in the fourth quarter, yeah.
Like in the fourth quarter, around like the 5-6 minute mark towards the end, the Kings go up for a shot. Sabonis goes up for a rebound. I think he misses the rebound. He falls on the floor.
He always falls on the floor, man.
And then
he's still a super flopper.
That's one thing about him, Anthony Davis, Allen Iverson, John Morant. Every time you turn around, yeah, they score a basket or the ball's around them, best believe they on the floor.
They dive.
It makes no sense. And with him, it's just be so dramatic with Sabonis. But this time, I mean, when he fell, I noticed it, and then like he grabbed his arm. I'm like, okay, I mean, maybe he didn't know. But then like once I saw that big old kick that Draymond did, I was like, yeah, he gotta go. Like Draymond doesn't learn. How close is he from getting ejected for a full game? Is he that close yet?
No, I don't think he's getting ejected because he didn't start it. The one time he did not start it. And it's like Shaq said, if you're grabbing someone's foot and you're yanking your foot and you're not letting go, and then they're about to trip, where are they supposed to step? Are they supposed to do like a Serpu hurdle? Like Shaq said, I'm a big dude. I'm not going to be able to jump 3 feet sideways just to make sure I don't touch you at all. You're probably going to get stepped on.
And that's what Draymond Green is also going around at press conferences saying, like, I guess he's like, I'm guessing I can hold my leg now. I mean, I guess that's the rule that they're letting everybody do. Because he said last game,
Malik Monk
was grabbing his leg. He said the ref saw it. The ref didn't do anything.
He's getting fined. He's getting fined for the ref talk. I'll go ahead and put that out on the limb.
Ooh, Draymond?
Yeah.
The NBA is so sensitive about the refs. You can't say anything about the officiating. That's one thing I don't like.
But I want to see. We just talked about. We think Philly is going to sweep Brooklyn.
Yeah.
What do you think? Do you think the
This is going
Warriors
6.
never being down 2-0? Do you think they're going to win the next 2 games? Do you think they're going to take it to 6 or 7? Do you think that the Warriors are going to win 2 and then the Kings are going to win 2 and then that'll be the end of the series?
I want to say this series is going 6 games.
And who's winning? So if it's going 6, that means the Warriors got to win 4 in a row.
I'm going Kings. I'm going Kings.
You said the dynasty is done.
Dynasty is done. It's over. It's time to blow up. Listen here. Once Draymond Green laid the smackdown on Poole, the dynasty was already over with. The season's up. The
Jordan
Warriors,
Poole played like garbage.
I think the Warriors are like the worst team on the road. So I don't see them winning anything. And
they said the Kings were the best team on the road this season. They actually had a better road record than home record.
are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh man, this might be a real good game. All the Kings has to do is just win one. They can lose one and win one, or whatever, however it goes. If they leave
Golden State
with one game,
they'd be up 3-1.
they're up 3. They're up 3-1.
What if Curry has his LeBron moment and comes back
and blocks up the backboard?
Blocks it off the backboard, and then shoots the Kyrie shot and comes back from a 3-1.
Then that means we have to take Joel Embiid MVP trophy back and give it to
Curry.
That's the GOAT.
But I think Golden State is going to respond. And I'm going to say Golden State is 7.
What?
Golden State is 7.
You don't even,
I hate Golden State.
you
Just
don't
so
like
y'all
Fox.
know. I just don't like De'Aaron Fox. He's a little too cocky. I feel like he needs to be checked.
So what about Poole? What is not cocky?
Jordan Poole is pretty cool. He's got the style.
Oh my God, whatever. But we're gonna keep y'all up to date on this, man.
He's the only Warrior I like.
We're gonna keep y'all up to date on this. I need y'all to comment below. Was a flagrant 2 too much? Do you think it was really intentional? And
If I was official, I would have called double technicals. Both basically like a flagrant 1 on each of them. So offsetting technicals. Because he did grab his foot, and also like when you're getting grabbed like that and you're about to trip, sometimes your leg just jerks out of a natural motion. So he might have been able to that could have just been how his body reacted. And and I would say give Draymond the benefit of the doubt, but he does have a history of kicking people in the gonads, such as Steven Adams. But also Sabonis is a chronic flopper, and he also does stuff like this. This is typical Ginobili behavior. They would say Ginobili. They used to sell Ginobili coffee cups that would just fall over on their own. That's how they were Ginobili edition.
oh Lord.
So Sabonis is cut from that same European cloth. So it's I don't know who to believe on this one. Was it Sabonis being a European flopper, or was it Draymond being stone cold Draymond?
It was both.
Could be both. I'm going to be interested to see who headbutts each other first. But speaking of headbutts, we got to break down the final matchups and say what we got coming next. So we got in the Eastern Conference, we got Jimmy Butler in the Heat up 1-0. And I still don't have any news if Giannis is going to play for Game 2.
Even if Giannis is playing, man, Miami Heat have the Bucks number, just like when
they always do.
Like when they went to the bubble in Disney World and they went to the championship game. They got Giannis number. They gonna build the wall. Giannis can't break through the wall. It's gonna depend on his teammates. He got the same. Nothing's really changed about the Milwaukee Bucks besides the fact they added PJ Tucker.
The Bucks play tomorrow. The Heat, the Timberwolves and Nuggets, and then we'll talk about when we get to the West, and the Lakers and Grizzlies. So that's the only game going on tomorrow in the East is the Heat and the Bucks. So who do you think's winning Game 2? Do you think the Bucks will at least win a game on their home court? Do you think they'll even it up? I know you're picking the Heat to win the series. That's my co-host's pick. He's picking the Heat to win the series. And how many games? Six. But who do you think's winning Game 2?
Miami. If Giannis doesn't play Miami, if Giannis plays
Bucks.
Bucks,
I'll probably go with the same because Jimmy Butler's on a mission, just like he always is. So we're gonna pick the Heat if Giannis doesn't play, but if Giannis plays, they'll probably rally behind him and even it up. Now I think the Heat have their number too. I'm gonna say Heat in 7.
okay.
I think Jimmy Butler's gonna have a Game 7 performance.
So what about this next game? The Cavaliers versus the Knicks. You see, the Knicks already came up with 1 win. Are they going to win game 2?
No, I don't think the NBA will let that happen.
What?
They stole one. The goal is to steal one. I think they might have a shot to do it, but I think at the end they're gonna blow a whistle on Donovan flopping Mitchell, and he'll probably get to the free throw line and ice the game.
That's one
But-
person consider free throw line a lot next to Jimmy Butler.
Oh yeah. He definitely always attacks, but I think out of the whole series on this one, I'm gonna pick the Knicks in 6.
Knicks in 6.
Knicks in 6 over Cavs,
I
but I
go-
think the Cavs will win game 2.
Let me think. I'm going the same thing. Knicks in 6. Knicks in 6. I really don't got high hopes for the Cavaliers. I mean, they are doing good. You know, I mean, they got Donovan Mitchell. He over here balling out, going berserk ever since
Darius
he left.
Garland too. They
Yeah.
got Froman, Jared Allen.
Okay, but I think he cut his fro off, so he lost half his powers.
Oh, deceptions. But we already talked about Philly, Brooklyn. We think that Philly's basically, if they're not going to sweep them, they're going to give them a gentleman's sweep of 4-1. I think Brooklyn will probably edge out one game because, the NBA probably wants to make a little more money than a sweep. So I think Brooklyn will probably win one game. I'm going to pick Philly with a gentleman's sweep 4-1. You agree with that?
I agree with that. Then the next game, we got the Celtics and the Atlanta Hawks. Like with this game, with this, you see the Atlanta Hawks trying so hard
They ain't
to
got
keep up, but it's like they don't got enough. They
don't got enough
at
talent.
all.
They getting swept.
They getting swept. Like, I hate to see JT, do it to him like that, but they need to do something.
Come on, Trae Young.
Trae Young's out here just launching 3 after 3 after 3 after 3.
He was looking like Curry tonight.
He's looking like Westbrook.
Hey, Westbrook played the D. He gave him the D.
Yeah, he did get the Suns to D. But with this series, yeah, I'm going sweep. My coach is going. You going sweep also?
Yes.
Okay, he's going sweep. So I need y'all to comment below what y'all giving the Eastern playoff bracket. Who's gonna be winning? Who's gonna be winning and what? If
And
you're
the
really,
Knicks
really
going
into
to the
it.
finals.
Whoa, boy, you must be
We'll
chilling with
see.
Stephen
We'll
A.
see.
Smith.
I got my Knicks hat on, man. We're going back to our Jerry Smith, Stoudemire, Melo days.
Listen
Let's
here.
go, baby.
If that happens, I will get the ESPN tatted on my body.
Why ESPN? You got to get Jalen Brunson's picture.
Whoa, that's a little home.
Mo
Fish sticks.
Sapien. Uh,
Fish sticks. That's fish sticks.
but let's go ahead and jump to the Western Conference and see. We do have the Minnesota Timberwolves versus the Denver Nuggets, and they are actually playing tomorrow on TNT. And then Denver is up 1-0. But what do you think they're going to end up on this one?
I think the Timberwolves are gonna win the game. You're not finna get Rudy.
They're the late game tomorrow.
You're not gonna get Rudy and Big Cat to mess up that bad back to back. I can see them winning the game, but Denver's still gonna win the series. Denver has a whole bunch of forwards, and they all balling. And every time I turn around,
Michael Porter
making
Jr.
threes.
shooting a 3.
Isn't KCP on there too?
Katavius?
Yeah, Caldwell Pope.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, every time I turn around, somebody's making
Jamal
a 3-point
Murray.
shot on their team. So I give it to them. They should be a tough play.
I'm picking Denver. I'm going to say they're going to gentlemen.
5.
Yeah, gentlemen sweep them at 5.
All right, next game we
good.
got the Phoenix Suns, Devin Booker, the Cupcake KD, Chris Paul versus Westbrook.
And Westbrook wasn't winning that. Chris Paul looks old. He looks super old. He looks like Cliff Paul out there. He looks like he could barely dribble. They're really missing Cameron Payne, who's injured, so they don't really have a real backup when Chris Paul goes out. And Chris Paul is struggling to score like 5 points. But he's still getting assists and a couple rebounds out there.
Would you be surprised if the Clippers beat the Suns?
No, not at all. I thought that the Clippers matched up really well because the Clippers have a bunch of forwards and guards that can match up with KD. You got Kawhi, of course,
Dope.
which is probably the guy, that even LeBron struggled to score against. So Kawhi's also played KD pretty good sometimes. and remember that he won in the finals at Toronto over those Golden State Warriors. So I mean, and they're all doing this without Paul George.
True. And
So
Paul George is still out. They're stating right now that he might
he
not.
would miss the whole first
He's
round
gonna miss the whole first round.
for sure. Maybe the second round, but who knows when he'll be back, if he comes back or if they make it that long.
So
but
we both got
who's
gentlemen.
winning game 2 though?
We got gentleman sweep for the. We got gentlemen.
Denver,
No,
Minnesota.
no. I'm lying. Not gentlemen sweep. Okay, for the Suns and Clippers.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking you right now.
Oh, that's going 7 games.
7. Who's winning game
That's going
7?
7 games. Clippers win.
Clippers in 7.
Westbrook gonna make a game-winning shot.
I say Westbrook's gonna make. Since he already made a game-saving block, he's gonna make a game-winning shot in game 6 and end it in 6. Because I want KD. I want Westbrook to have that satisfaction that he sent KD home in the playoffs. I don't even care if the Clippers lose the next round, because that's all the satisfaction that Westbrook will need. That he sent KD home in the playoffs, sent his cupcake self home. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna pick the Clippers in 6, because I think Kevin Durant, he don't got it against Kawhi, and they got Norman Powell, and they got a bunch of other defenders. Even though Paul George is out, they still got a bunch of defenders. So
True. And then we got the next game here: the Sacramento Kings versus the Golden State Warriors. We already told you earlier.
I said Warriors in 6.
I'm going Kings in 6.
And then we got the final round here, or the final matchup. This game is going to be tomorrow. This is going to be the early game on TNT. And we got the Lakers versus the Memphis Grizzlies. And John Morant's definitely going to be out. If you saw the replay, he looked like he sniggity snapped his whole wrist.
Yeah, it looks real nasty. I
What
mean,
about-
they said his hand was snapped so bad that he couldn't even put on clothes. But I mean,
But you were there for
it's
him.
playoff basketball. Pause. It's playoff basketball. I mean, what you expect to happen? I mean, people get injured. I remember when the Cavs, when LeBron and the Cavs center got injured, he got his arm popped out of the socket.
Oh yeah, Kevin Love got his arm ripped out, and then Kyrie was out. I think he busted his kneecap or something.
Yep. So I mean, injuries is part of the playoffs, but I mean, this is real. I mean, this is real sad. I was hoping that the Lakers would get some type of hustle, some type of
I think the Lakers are gonna do it, man. I think
You
the
gonna
Lakers.
sweep them?
I think the Lakers might give up one at home, but I think the
Uh-huh.
Lakers are gonna give a gentleman's sweep, another 4-1.
Okay. I can see that.
They're gonna take their soul. And Jaren Jackson won Defensive Player of the Year, and it doesn't matter. LeBron dunked on him during the season. He's gonna dunk on him again because LeBron looked old and tired. He got a few extra days rest because they usually give him. I thought they were playing like every other day, but he got like 2 days rest. So I think LeBron is gonna be ready because they probably just stayed in Memphis, and that he's gonna give a good performance. Because think about it. Austin Reeves and Anthony Davis were the main reasons the Lakers won that last game. LeBron had a super mediocre game. So just imagine what LeBron's going to do this game.
True.
He ain't going to let you throw no dirt on the King's name. But still remember, Michael Jordan is and will
Oh my
forever
God.
be the greatest basketball player of all time. And if you believe anything else, then you ride the short bus to school. But thanks for tuning in to TFTC Sports. We wanted to give you an update on the NBA playoffs, our current thoughts, and let you know what's going on. We just dropped a podcast on this channel, Tales from the Crib. We're going to be doing more NBA playoff updates on the TFTC Sports here. We also drop on this channel. We got Crib reactions, so check out our reaction page. Get that to 5K subs. We got TFTC clips where we chop things up. We might even chop up the sports episode into some clips and put it out there for y'all on TFTC clips. We got TFTC gaming. Check out everything else we do in the description. We got an Instagram, Tales from the Crib 2.0, and a TikTok, Tales from the Crib, and Twitter and everything. It's all in the description. You can find it all. But do you have any final words?
You already know. If you made it this far, you might as well hit that like button. Go ahead and comment down your favorite NFL, your favorite NBA team right now. Who you going for? Is your team in the playoffs? If not, they gonna be in the lottery pick. Who you think they going for? If they going for that tall unicorn that's gonna get injured the first season?
Is that what they're going for?
I mean, a lot of people are. That's what they saying. Are you going for the dude from Alabama?
Wembayana?
Yep.
No, or that. I'm sorry, I forget that point guard's name. Put in the comments below who's going to be the number one point guard. But it's time for us to get out of here, so we'll go ahead and see y'all next week. Mark Cuban, I hate you. You messed up Dallas. We went from the 4th seed in home court to out of the playoffs. I hate you. I hate you guts. You always want to move the mics out of the way and strike a pose. This ain't Vogue, fool. Let me get the music on.
Hey, but thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for tuning in. Man, thanks for the love. This TFTC squad, man, is Tales from the Crib, hottest podcast, hottest sports show. We got clips, we got games, we got everything, man. You know, check us out, man. Hit that button. Hey, but we out, man. Listen to the tunes.
We'll see y'all later.